And we are live, everyone. Welcome. My name is Trent, aka TD. I'm joined by the killer, knowledgeable, kind-hearted Kitty. Uh, uh, I got to come up with something for Jaws. You're a regular enough now that I should have an alliteration for you. And our special guests, Mr. Franklin and the chair, the famous, the famous chair. It's a dope chair too, actually. No, that's Creati. He'll be back here in just a bit. And yeah, welcome everyone. How are y'all doing?
I'm doing great. Glad to be here. Definitely glad to be here. Better here than at work all day. And um, I'd much rather be here hanging out with you guys.
Hell yeah. How about you, Kitty?
I'm enjoying my ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yeah.
I have ice cream here. I let it
I know you
melt.
always have ice cream.
Yeah, I let it melt a lot more often than I think any person would let their ice cream melt and then refreeze it. It's like
Actually,
3 or
got
4
really
times
nice
per pint.
Hey
See,
Franklin, how
Mac.
was city council today? With people, how are the politicians? Are they good?
That's what we just talked about that
We've
right
already-
before we went
right into
live.
it. Yeah.
They did what politicians do. They argued with each other, and I was telling TD, as long as they argue with each other and leave me alone in the back of the room, I'm fine.
What was the hot topic today? Like what were they trying to solve?
They were strangely enough, they were arguing over a date in the minutes from the last city council meeting. That took 20 minutes to flesh out.
Really?
It was very trivial and very dumb.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey, so I have something to announce about trivial and dumb, I guess, community things. So I think for some of you, you might know that my saga with the HOA and cutting of my grass. I would rather just pay the fine because they cut it, and it's like like even progressively, like how they've getting more expensive. Like it's still cheaper than hiring somebody to do it, and I don't have to do it. But they sent this notice saying that they'll have to stop by, and so that's what it took. That's I was out there with my brand new electric lawnmower. I had to unpack it out of the box. I bought it like a year ago, and I cut my grass. So yeah,
You know that's funny, TD. I've really got to come on your stream so we can talk about social issues and things like that. You know, that's part of my dadgum job at work is code enforcement.
yeah, dude. And I normally would love because like they sent pictures, but they were old pictures. They were pictures from like the last time.
Yeah.
And so I had a very valid case that like there's no way that any of that shrubbery is that green with the heat that we've been having. You're out of your
Yep.
mind, like
hmm
you know. And yeah, dude, HOAs are the worst. But I
That's
just
I've
don't have the
always
time
heard
to
that.
fight them.
Yep, I've always heard that.
Yeah, dude, you don't. Creati probably lives in an HOA. You have an HOA, right, Creati?
Yeah. Speaking of which, I owe it at the end of the month, so thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, dude, they're.
My grass doesn't grow long.
But that's how you know 911 is going to come quick if you have an emergency.
That's how you know now one's gonna come quick. Your HOA cut your grass?
If so, that's what I was telling. No, unless that I don't, then they do it and then they fine me for it. Right? But that's like it's, it was like $25 the first time, and then it was 50, and then it was like 100 or 75. It was 50, 75, and 100 is how it went. And like that was still like that's still been cheaper.
That is a bit
You know.
cheaper.
Yeah. Yeah. So tell me what's been up with you guys, man. Y'all got something crazy coming up here tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we're
Is it
releasing.
tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow is our waitlist release at what is it? 3 p.m. UTC, 11 a.m. Eastern time. We're releasing our creature packs as our series one, and after this we'll be doing start creating 2 more creatures per realm, and that way we have size small, medium, large all coming out. and then series 2 have some new creatures, and it's a very, very, very simple game loop. You send your creature into the wild to scavenge for resources and NFTs, and we'll put some fun NFTs. We even put a mythic into the pool, so somebody will be able to get that, and then they come back and then they rest. You feed them, rest, and they go out again. We wanted to make it super simple for any new users can just jump in, grab a creature, send them out, and come back and play. And they don't have to worry about getting land and all the other buildings and stuff like that to catch up, because I think some people are a little intimidated from the OGs.
Gotcha. Jaws, what can you tell us about Novo stats? Do you happen to have any of that off the top of your head or handy, like market statistics?
I mean, if you had asked me to put something together beforehand, sure.
Yeah, if they're not good, just say you don't have them.
He's brilliant. Watch, he'll be able to spit something out and tell us here.
No, I have absolutely nothing for you.
You know, I'm curious about that, because depending on what site you look at, the numbers are completely different. From like Atomic to Hive, etc. Sales numbers are different. But to be honest, in all transparency, that's not a good representation, I think, of the numbers, because we do most of our sales through our Shopify site with Fiat, and the blockchain has no idea how much we sell there. Right.
Yeah, and I believe that each marketplace only, at least Atomic and Nifty, have historically only shown sales on their marketplace, which is stupid.
George's looking at you like,
I don't think that's true.
His eyes called you out with that, but his mouth didn't open.
You don't think that's true? I guarantee you that's true.
That they only show you the stats for
a sales on their site.
I think
100% sure.
Nifty Blocks does something like that. That is true. Atomic Hub does not. It's the global stats for sales.
False.
And okay, prove
is
me wrong.
Is Atomic Hub global stats or only secondary
stats? Because I guarantee you, you're wrong.
Is Atomic only secondary stats or global stats? Like even like primary drop sales too.
So there you go. That's a great point right there. They're not going to show you drop sales. So boom, that's not everything right there.
We're talking about that. We're talking about whether or not it shows you the global stats for a specific metric, or if it shows you stats that are localized to that specific marketplace. The answer is that it shows you the global stats.
Okay, so where can I see the drop stats for?
No, but that's a specific stat. That's not a global stat. That's not a localized stat. No,
it is a global. It's a global community.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Franklin, can you weigh in?
TD, no. The words
Frank is like,
using
I'm
are
back
wrong.
at City Council right now.
It's regardless of what you think that you're saying, the words that you're using to describe this are completely incorrect. Global stats are stats that you attribute to the entirety of the blockchain. Okay, a local stat would be like saying, I'm only going to care about the secondary sales that happen on Atomic Hub. That is a stat that they absolutely do not show you. They don't show you localized sales stats on Atomic Hub. They show you the global sales stats. Now, you might ask, are they tracking every single thing like primary sales that happen on other marketplaces? Of course they fucking aren't, because that has no relevance to them. But that's not the question you asked. Maybe that's what you meant to ask, but it's not what you asked.
That is what I meant to ask. I'm glad that we're on the same page now, because when we're talking about from a company, a corporate or company level, they don't care where they're not going to, like, their tax guy doesn't care if they sold it on Atomic or Nifty or wherever. They just need to know what they sold and how much they made. And as a consumer in a speculative market, that's also something that is that's critical. I mean, it's like they just said, we don't have any idea what the volume is in fiat, right? And so it probably reflects negatively to some people when they
100% does.
Right. And so, that sucks, right?
We've talked about that many times, Creati, about how our sales in Shopify outdo the wax sales all the time.
Yeah.
Ben,
I know Ben at Hive said he would pull them if we expose them, but that's just more work for us to do. we got to build a game. But the value of that is though, the people can actually start seeing it more. We would be in the top 5 probably every week if we had our Shopify sales in it. To be honest with you, so we probably need to expose it more. But
Yeah, we'll have to talk. I want to talk to you about your who you're getting your services from. Also, I'm not going to ask you here live because if you answer the wrong way, that's just going to take its own little twist. There's like one specific place that you could say that I'd be like, here we go again. But yeah, we definitely need to talk about that. Atomic Hub laid off what a good percentage of their staff, I think, at least from who I know was working there. Basically everyone, except maybe Phoenix Tat. I didn't see her name in the list, which doesn't surprise me because she's.
Where is this list? I'm curious to know what positions are still there, because I did talk to Jonah earlier today in emails.
Oh yeah. I don't remember where I saw it. Maybe Twitter or Discord. Hold on a second. Kitty, do you know who the list of people were? Or Jaws, do you know?
Nope. I know one of my favorite people was
Yeah,
is
I
not
know
working there
it was.
anymore.
I know it was Zeus.
Nashville Louis.
Yeah,
Nashville Louis
Nashville
worked for Atomic Hub.
Or maybe it
no.
wasn't
So
Nashville
Louisville,
Louis,
Louisville
that's it.
Smuggler. Yeah, Louisville
that's it.
Smuggler. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. I just got the name.
Zeus, definitely, right? That was your favorite person.
Yeah.
And then Nuno left on his own accord, which is odd. I know that we talked about this before. What does the audience think? What do y'all think? And Crowded, what do you think the reason for these moves are? Do you think it's just lack of funding and they can't afford to pay their staff any longer, or
I think similar to a lot of other tech companies, like you see a lot of tech companies in layoffs. I think when the going was good, they created jobs that were valued jobs to make the team's life easier to kind of grow more. But then as money wasn't coming in like it used to, they can't support and justify those jobs anymore. So they're gonna have to become a lot leaner and scrappier to get the job done. I think if it's just money issue for salaries and things, I think they can survive if they just have the correct skill sets and the core people, and just be very, very lean. And to be honest, I think that's what reason why Novo has been still going and not folding and can still build, because we've always ran very, very lean. So I think that's just the key to it.
He works me to death, TD.
Yeah, man. I text my 12:30 in the morning. I text after midnight. Hey Frank, did you do this yet? I don't see this done.
Go do it now.
Yeah,
Sleep.
what would
Wake
have
up
changed
right now,
them in
do
a
it.
flash for them to restructure so fast? Hey, you know what? That's a great point. That's a great question too, because you know what? Right now, this isn't as bad as it's been. The markets are up from the beginning of the year by, at least 30%. I would say on both BTC and ETH, right? We could look at a chart, yeah, NFT, but they just entered into a new marketplace. They're telling me that there's not. I don't know.
We also don't know how long this was going on behind the scenes, right? This could have been like a 2 to 3 month thing. They might have thought by adding those additional changes was going to be their saving grace, and then after they added it, they didn't see any of the numbers climbing. So now they had to make this hard decision, before it
all
totally
of those
pay for the service.
I think all of the people had been there for at least a year. I think I would guess that, because I think Louisville was like one of the last ones on the list. I remember seeing a starting there right after they had IMX. Yeah. What do y'all think of IMX?
I know nothing about it.
I haven't used
Kitty,
it yet.
you're flexing. That means you like IMX.
No.
That's her heart rate right there. Isn't that funny?
No,
And
you
for-
didn't get to hear it, but
it's for Fortnite too. It's hilarious. Jaws,
yeah,
what
they
do you
didn't
think
get
of
to hear the sound, but hey, they got to see him.
IMX? Do you have an opinion on it? That one was to you, Jaws. I'm not sure.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
No, I didn't hear you say my name, but I heard the question.
Oh, good.
I think I don't have any issues with them going to it. I think it makes sense for them to try to expand, and IMX is very game centric right now, so it makes a lot of sense for that to be where they expand to.
Aren't they one of the larger, if not the largest, gaming chains as far as active players? What can you tell us about that?
I mean, it depends on how you want to look at the data. I'm sure you'd have to do a much more in-depth analysis of it than anyone has done right now. Because again, like much like if we're using this logic, like Wax is still like the biggest game, and in reality, it very well might be, and that's the issue, right? Is that we don't have. I don't have the data on hand anyway to tell you what.
Kuriati, have you has your team thought about expanding to other chains at all? And if so,
Yeah,
which ones?
we were talking about Polygon. It's still on the table. To be honest, that's actually, I would say, outside PvP, the next biggest initiative on the chain. Just because we have too many overlapping connections at Polygon, and it just makes sense to us. But we need to come up with the correct strategy to get over there. But I'm actually, we've been talking more about bringing the IP, off of the chain and putting it into other places where people can get to know the world over Pangea.
Yeah,
because we feel our IP is what's really strong.
And I would agree with that.
We want to grow that in, past the community. I know one thing. I know you guys do the Fortnite Friday. One thing, we're looking at doing. We're talking to a dev studio right now, game studio right now, about the how Roblox you can create your own game inside of Roblox.
Yeah.
Well, now Fortnite is allowing you to do that. Your own maps and islands. So we're thinking and talking about doing our own.
I rage quit out of one. OP can tell you about that.
I might need to reach out to him because we're thinking about putting Nova Pangea Island in there.
It's Nike just did that, and their thing was awful as well. Kitty and I did that.
Where's my NFT?
Yeah, I don't think she would disagree when I say that was probably like the worst gaming experience of my life. I never wanted something to be over. So like, God, is this over yet? Like, and I felt compelled to continue because I'm an NFT addict, and I couldn't stop because of that. So, yeah, dude, I rage quit that day. I don't rage quit that often, but I rage quit that day. All right, I'm gonna get a grubby going in the background.
What was it? What was Mikey's experience like? The gaming experience.
It was just like follow arrows and like there was no combat. There was nothing more than like stupid obstacles and things that were glitching and causing a very frustrating experience. Like I would like try to turn down a hallway and then I would get like halfway down it and then I'd find myself back outside like where I made the turn out. Like, dude, like what is going on? Like why do I keep coming back to this spot?
I just saw a movie like that on Netflix.
Yeah, you couldn't see anyone. And then like there would be this timer that would like, and you'd think that you would die, but then the timer was like actually the best thing when it expired. Like that's what you wanted because it caught you up to where you needed to be, so you didn't have to suffer through figuring it out. It just, I don't know who built that. 2 thumbs down on that one. Yeah. Oh, where's my mouse? It keeps dying. Franklin, what can you tell me about the creature pack drops tomorrow.
Do you allow me to share my screen on your screen?
Hell yeah, I do.
All right.
Dude, we just
then.
invite strangers on to the show that aren't vetted and flip us off, man. We don't care.
Let's see. All right, I got it in the queue to share.
Excellent.
So our creature packs are actually coming out tomorrow. Like Yo Creati said, they're releasing for 1,650 Novo on Nifty blocks for our Founders PFP holders. We took our snapshot yesterday. So if you held a Founders PFP, you're in the whitelist. You can purchase 2 of these from each realm. So you could essentially purchase up to 12. And they're, like I said, they're 1,650 Novo a piece. In the packs, you'll actually have you have 2 cards. One is the actual creature, and they range in rarity from common all the way up to mythic. So definitely new mythics for you to hunt for. And then there's also a secondary slot in the card pack that has either see, I've got the stats here.
See, he's got the stats, Jaws. Do you see that?
Oh,
It's because I created him a cheat sheet. Did you create yours a cheat sheet?
I did not know.
common is a 50% drop for a common card, 1.8% for a mythic. Slot 2 has unskilled workers, an obsidian resource, or a creature farm. So the creature farms actually come out tomorrow. No, not tomorrow.
Wednesday.
On the 9th. Yep. They come out on the 9th. And yeah, so that's the stats for the drops. After the whitelist tomorrow, for 1,650 Novo, that's 100 packs of each realm will be released. And then on the 9th, there's 400 of each pack that'll be available in our shop.novopangia.io.
Nice.
For $19 each, fiat. And if there's any left after the whitelist drop tomorrow, those will still be available to be purchased with Novo. And then that'll be opened up.
Word.
Ooh, exciting.
Up to everybody after the founders per realm. I'm excited too. These packs look fantastic. Creati hit it out of the park with getting the art for these. His guys are great. The art team he's got is fantastic.
Yeah. Let's Franklin. Your mic is cutting in and out a little bit, but you're good.
Oh, it is. It's cutting in and out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, maybe there's a delay.
Here's what the creature could be. The creature game loop is essentially it's similar to the skilled worker game loop, except what you'll do is this is what we've got set up here. This is what do you call this, Mike?
This was just a wireframe for the developers.
A wireframe. So, but yeah, you'll have your creatures here. You'll be able to send them out, and you'll have something up here showing that they're out scavenging. One's come back. You can claim the resources that it's gotten, and then you've got slots to send them off to rest in the creature farms. Depending on different stats for each creature as to how long they'll rest, how long they scavenge for. But the main thing that you need to keep in mind is that what they'll do is they'll go out and they'll scavenge for the different resources that are in the game, the obsidian, the material, the food, and the energy. And they also have a chance to come back with NFTs as well. So that's the creature game loop. You send them out to scavenge, then they come back and they'll go into one of these creature farms, and then they'll rest for the allotted amount of time before you can send them out again to go scavenge again. That's essentially it right now. We've got, plans in the future to possibly, to add, some more creatures. we're always adding features to the game, so there's no telling how these will be used in the future as well.
Yeah, and the key thing, because the way we develop, we like to release code and segments and build and build and build and build and build on top of it, right? And the thing that's cool about the creatures is, we can now leverage these creatures and the cards for PvP, for battling when we get to it. And on top of it, when we talk about realm-specific resources, now we can have our creatures scavenge just for realm-specific resources in the future when we're ready to flip that switch. So now that we have the actual kind of creature engine already created, we can just swap out, okay, instead of coming back with the global energy, the global food, the global building materials, they come back with the realm-specific energy and food for that realm. So it positions us to kind of be more flexible with future releases.
Audience, I'm sorry. Kitty does something with so I don't know how she does it, but she manages to reset the Crittercraft like once per stream when only when I'm doing it, so it looks like it's my fault. I don't know how she's doing it though, but that happened again. So if you put your exclamation Novo in, you'll have to do it again. I'm sorry.
Lex Luthor, your question is what kind of NFT do they find? We're gonna have a pool. They can find all different stuff. We'll put obviously unskilled workers in there, but we will have for our release, we will have a mythic in the game pool. So one lucky person will be creature will come home, finding one of our new heroes mythic, because we also last couple weeks ago we released realm specific game packs. We realized that a lot of new users are getting overwhelmed with the creator credit model. Let's be honest, it's pretty confusing. And so what we did was we created realm specific game packs, and we created new legendary epics, and we had I think 10 new hero mythics, which are pretty cool. And so we saved one of those from going in those packs, and that's going to be one of the cards that's going to be in that NFT pool that the creatures can go find.
Franklin, you're back.
We got a lot of Novo in the chat today.
The artwork our fantastic artwork must have overpowered the stream. I'm sorry, guys.
I know it, right?
Well, it overpowered my computer and kicked me offline for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, that's all good. Kitty, what do you think? Are you excited about this stuff?
I am excited for the creatures.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even if she wasn't gonna. She wouldn't say no in front of me.
I am so excited. I play my Novo.
I know you do. I really do know you do. I appreciate it so much.
I love it.
I stalk all our users. I know TD hasn't logged in since our last stream, but that's okay because
I watch that each day.
How do you know?
I look at his each day. Like, what's happening there?
I put a Jira request into my dev team. If this ID shows up, ping me. I haven't got pinged since QA.
Shit. You know what?
No, I like mine.
That's probably we know TD's gaming habits. They're atrocious.
Yeah, we all do.
Embarrassing.
No, I was on Rick on the Mountain, and he actually asked me what was my favorite token system in a game. What game for it? And I said, you guys actually.
Thank you.
Nice.
We work hard on it. We only have what? I think today we have either 1 or 2 zeros after the decimal. We got prevent getting those 3, 4, 5 zeros. We don't want to be like some of those other projects. It's hard, but
Yeah.
I think we understand the pattern now.
No,
Joe, you big gamer? With you're into Novo and all the other games as well?
I mean, I can't really say that I play many blockchain games in general. No, it's not really my thing.
So what is your thing with the blockchain then, if you mind me asking?
I mean, I love the technology. I love what it enables us to do. I love the data and the analysis side of things. We obviously run a marketplace. I find that side of things a lot more interesting than the actually games piece, I guess. I mean, I like the idea of what it can do for games in general, but that doesn't mean that I'm necessarily playing the games, because I feel like there's just too many things for me to like keep up with, honestly, in this space right now.
You know what the
I'm liking
correct
that they
answer
do.
is, Karate? I can answer on Jaws' behalf, and
I just answered it on my behalf.
it was incomplete though. The rest of it was, and we are going to be providing Novo with the best possible infrastructure to scale out their project on Wax and every other chain that they.
I love it. You
their
know,
little hearts
it's been about
desire.
6 months.
I mean, that's clearly a
my
lie.
goal.
I didn't know what Nova Pangea was when I got into blockchain like 7-8 years ago. But, you know.
Yeah.
Used to. That's hilarious.
Yeah. I was thinking this, Jaws. Like, I feel like it would be if they were just like Franklin and I were talking about it, streaming social issues stream, like you and I just talking, I think would provide a high value entertainment. I don't know. I get a kick out of it, dude. I think that could be something on the plate for us also. Let me see if Kitty, no, she did not. I still have it open. All right. I'll give you guys like 30 seconds and then we'll run this and we'll take some questions from the audience if they have them for Mr. Creati and Mr. Franklin. Well, how was both of y'all's work-life balance with Novo?
This
Novo's
week
my
has been
job.
horrible.
Yeah. Have you complained to your boss about it?
Have you talked to the mayor, Franklin, about it yet? The mayor's his boss.
No, it's not been too bad. I've always tried to make sure that it's important to have a good work-life balance.
Oh, this is something that I wanted to bullet point too.
And
Mount Doomey, thank you, man. You're a savior. Did y'all see? Do you all know what Mount Doomey's talking about here in the changes that Nefty made to their marketplace the other day?
I heard about
AI
them doing
changes?
something with AI art.
Yeah.
What's that about?
It's about the volume. So it's about I think it's the same thing. If y'all want to say that Atomic Hub did layoffs because of funding, then I would say that Nefty's was in the same ball. It's just mismanagement of funds. They should have had the infrastructure to have scaled out infinitely. You know, how do you not plan for that? How do you get to a point where it's like, well, oh shit, now instead of only getting 300 new IPFS hashes that we have to store, now we're getting 300,000. Like you never planned for that to happen in the scaling up and what that was going to cost or look like. And from the technical side, I don't know what that looks like. I'm sure Jaws could speak to that, but I would have to assume that that's what it's about. It's about the sheer volume, and so they're trying to discourage it by not showing it. Jaws, is that your? What do you think of that statement?
I mean, I think that they're probably just taking a stance similar to like what NFT Hive did, where they're just against it for whatever reason, and they feel like that's the experience that their users desire. Maybe there have been people asking for that change, much like again, like NFT Hive did something like that as well, right? So
Did they?
Yeah, absolutely. They did a while ago.
I didn't know that. I know Atomic Hub was trying to be the Gestapo of artwork, and Jonah, like, said that was their vision, like to be like the like it was going to be a curated marketplace for art specifically, and I question how do you know? How do you know? And what's the difference between me using content fill aware, which I use all the time in Photoshop, which is fucking AI technology? What's the difference between that? I mean, are we talking percentages here of the image is AI generated? And if so, what percentage is it? Is it 100% only, or can I get away with 50%? I feel like it's if you were gonna, that's not the way you do it. You find some other way. You don't just put a blanket, because you can't say something is black and white when it's not black and white. You know what I mean? I don't know. Y'all got any thoughts on it?
Atomic Hub and the AI thing, like they had
Right.
Avalon, like they were promoting Avalon, and some of the Avalon NFTs were AI art. Marius admitted it several times.
Yeah,
and that
they
they
don't
were
give a
going to
shit.
eventually get artists to work on them and make different stuff. So, like they say one thing but do different things. So
Right, and that's
Yeah, it's-
and you're setting yourself up for that when you put like a blanket, like something that you can't possibly enforce. Like there's no way to enforce, no way, like hiding all AI art. It's, unless there's something in metadata that I don't know about that Nefty does, and they can get it right all the time. Yeah, I think it's a bad move. I think it's would it financial motive make sense? Jaws?
No.
Well,
No?
if you said it's something to do with the servers, because I heard Ben say like on I forgot what his Discord on Twitter that he can't scale up his servers to the level Atomic Hub has it. He can't afford that. So if it is a server thing, like you said, TD, that might make sense, and that would be a financial reason. But I have no idea the logic behind it. It could be like Joe said, took a stance. I'm just saying.
There's no
they can't
financial
afford
reason why
it.
that would be true, though. Like, because we're talking about images here specifically. Like, if you're running an atomic database, and we know what they have to, because A, they're block producers. B, that's where all the data comes from their servers to begin with, and C, we know that they run their own sort of like extension of the Atomic Hub databases as well. It's on GitHub. You can see like what the Nefty the database fillers basically look like if you want to. And the gist of it is that they're going to have all the data for every single asset on their servers regardless, just by nature of running those servers to begin with. Then what we're talking about is like the IPFS part, which is that if they're hosting their own IPFS nodes to manage like the AI images that they have to show on their websites. And quite frankly,
What about the resizers?
The cost of that, if they're doing it correctly and internally, it's like non-existent at the scale that they would be doing it. So like I would never assume that this has anything to do with money, because implementing something like this would inevitably cost you more money to hide these things than it would to just show things as they were on a daily basis, like 100% of the time. If Ben's complaining about not being able to scale up his servers to match Atomic Hub, that makes sense. But I also don't know why he needs to, since he has not even a fraction of the traffic that they do to begin with. So maybe he should work on getting people to use his website first, and then complain about Atomic Hub much later.
I must be missing something there right at the end. I don't
Word
want to
does
step
not
into that
fit.
puddle.
I don't know. I don't. I have never. He's not a nice. I mean, if you're friends with him, he's nice. He's not a nice person, just in general. I've seen it enough times and dealt with it. And Jaws has his own reasons for not being a fan. I just not a fan. It is what it is. I think that feeling is mutual after the last couple of
so there was
OIG
this
elections.
thing in the like Wax developers Telegram group a week or two ago where Ben, I think, had mentioned that ESIO Studio wasn't like working anymore. It was deprecated at this point in time, and that's what he had primarily been using for like contract development, right? And somebody mentioned like, oh, why don't you just use Visual Studio and like get it running there? And he was like, he like asked for help on setting that up. He asked for a tutorial on setting that up. And like, I know that this isn't going to mean like that much to a lot of the people here, but if you are somebody that like talks shit in developer chats and to community members in general about hiring the right people to do development work, complaining
Right.
about the state of your servers and the state of like your programs, and you present them as being this like great thing basically, and then you go and you ask somebody, how do I set up C++ in Visual Code? It's or in VS Studios and VS, in Visual Studio Code. There's just so many variations on that, and it's just like, why? Like it's a really bad look from a development point of view. It's a really, really bad look to not understand the absolute fundamentals of how to use the most common like development tool that's out there.
Yeah, I mean, Josh showed me how
That's
to,
one
how to
example.
do contract work in VS Code, because I was doing it some other stupid way, but also in VS Code, like even I knew how to do it.
And
Yeah, I
I'm
did. I
sorry,
thought it
how
was too
many
excessive.
times have we had issues with like Honey? How many issues has the Honey contract had at this point in time? It's been reset like twice because people have like found vulnerabilities in it. Have we not? Like, how many other token contracts has that happened to? From people that we're supposed to trust and look up to as developers.
So to answer that question, I know that that Nefty was also had failed there, but first of all, Ryu found it, right, because he's amazing, and then they also have their 3-day staking thing. So they said that they would have caught anything, but I don't believe that, because you'd catch it after the first time somebody noticed. You're not going to catch something unless they had it. Like, I don't see why you would have set up a rule to prevent something that was a mistake in the code. You know what I mean? I find that hard to believe. There you go, Divine. You're squared up. He's just kind of he's what I heard Jaw say is exactly what I meant by not a nice person. Just the way that they communicate. A lot of those people. That's why I stay out of Telegram. It's seems like it's just not a very welcoming place. When people come into a Discord like y'all's Discord and have a question, if y'all aren't around, somebody's answering it, and they're doing it at a level of customer service that is like, acceptable, right? It's above that. It's excellent, right? And
It's because Franklin has them trained.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, Cerberus
hell yeah.
is pretty awesome.
Yeah, and you just don't like, I've seen shit like you don't need documentation, you need a translator because somebody's English was broken. Like, they're like even if you're joking, like that's unacceptable behavior to say to somebody in 2023. And I've seen that just other really just abrasive ways of responding to people who are simply just trying to help. And furthermore, you have no idea who you're talking to. Like, how do you know that this person isn't the CTO of like EA Sports or like some and they're coming in because they want to see what the developer experience or community is like on this chain. Like, who knows how many times somebody's scratched wax off of their list because of that. So that's just something that I've mentioned before. I thankfully they put the unofficial on there after I complained enough about it, and they realized that how right I was. I think I had to say the word liable for them to be like, shit, he's right, and then decide that they were going to take that position.
That was smart to put the unofficial on it too.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
I'll be right back, guys.
It is not play. It's walk the grid. All right. Have either of you seen any good movies recently? I think Franklin might have, right?
I haven't watched any good movie. I haven't watched any movies lately.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought that maybe you would have.
No,
what about you, Jaws?
what I like doing, and I don't know, I don't know if anybody else is like this. I'll sit here when I'm working on stuff for Nova Pangea, and I'll have a YouTube video of I don't know, some debate or something going on. I don't know what I've got on this kick lately, and I don't know, I may be alienating myself or persecuting myself. I've got on this kick lately. I don't know if any of you know who Destiny is. I've been watching Destiny debates.
No, I don't.
No, I don't.
The streamer / internet personality.
Yeah, he's just a YouTube streamer that makes a lot of money. And
The one that got arrested recently?
no,
Okay.
but I've been watching some Destiny debates and just listen. I've always tried to, and I think TD, me and you've talked about this before. Not try to be in an echo chamber and listen to just the stuff I believe in. And try to listen
Josh is perfect for that. He like disagrees with me like every time, no matter what. Like, even if I'm right, he'll still and I appreciate that because
and I don't know. I forget sometimes who I may have told this to. My captain at work, my second in charge. He's been my captain now for about 6 or 7 years. Ever since I took the police chief's job there, and he is not a yes man. And I think that's important for any leader, for anything. They need to have people that are right next to them that are willing to challenge them and tell them that the decisions that they're making are stupid and they need to rethink them.
Right. And and have to be receptive to
and don't shut them down immediately. Listen to what they have to say. And I've got my second in charge is like that. And I honestly can tell you, he's kept me out of being in trouble many times before because he's like, hold on, Frank, did you really think about this? This doesn't sound like it'd be a good idea. And, have a conversation. So I try not to live in an echo chamber where I'm just listening to people talk about the same things that I believe in.
Right.
I think that's one of the reasons why I like you so much, TD, because I know that me and you have, some differing opinions on things. And I love that we can talk about it.
Yeah, no doubt. And a lot of commonalities and a lot of understanding of the things that we have differences on, right? And so, we totally should do a stream. Charles, that was your opportunity to say, no, I don't. That's not true, or whatever.
Yeah, it probably was.
Shit. Kitty, how are you doing? What are you doing? How's your heart rate? 88? That's a decent resting. Oh, Sandy?
Yeah. He didn't attend that thing either.
Yeah. Schnazzy had something. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it.
It was a trial thing.
Kitty and Sandy were invited. You know what though? And then I made a stupid mistake, but it made me think of something that we got. Let me take a look at. I didn't even look yet. Miss Fowler and Venom sent us something. I don't know where she sent it to. This guy's got all of these.
TD, what's your best PFP of kitties? What's your favorite one that you opened?
So I have more than. I don't know that I can answer that. I have a leaderboard. If you were to look at it, it would be the NFT Gamer TV cloud wallet, and I've been doing a lot of testing. And so there's well over 100 in there at this point, and I haven't looked at all of them, but I haven't got any all gold ones yet, which I would feel bad about even doing if that happened. I don't know that I could keep it, but there was one that I saw with the Grolix, and I think it had a blunt in the Grolix and something else.
Did it have the gold chain?
It didn't.
I'm all about. I got one, the gold chain $. I love it.
Nice.
I got that one in Cinco de Mayo. That's my Flavor Flav. That's my Flavor Flav Cinco de Mayo one. I love it.
Yeah.
Does love it. He was all excited on stream about it.
I was so excited when I got that one. I wanted the gold chain because I was Flavor Flav for Halloween one year. Remember that that VH1 show Surreal Life where he met Bridget Nielsen and started dating.
Right.
So I went when I was in college when I came out, and I went out for trick or treating. Not trick or treating. I was in college. I went out for Halloween dressed up with Flavor Flav. That year it was so much fun. I miss college.
But what school did you go to? Florida State?
No, I went to Wentworth, a tech school in Boston. But looking back at it, I wish I went to a big college that had sports teams. Mine was a D3 school, and it was a tech school because I was a computer programmer. I did comp sci. My first year I went to Keene State, and that's a liberal arts school. I was taking comp sci there, but it was kind of easy. And then my other friends were going to. I had a couple of friends who went to Wentworth for different majors, and that curriculum was just way more focused. You got a lot more classes on programming, so I transferred over there, and I loved my education there, but the social life wouldn't have been as much fun as UConn where my friends were going to, which I wish I went to.
Oh, right. Yeah, you're up there. I forgot about that. Yeah, there's two. There's WestCon too, right? That's the smaller one.
I never been there. Never heard that one.
Oh shit! Yeah, look at this Tea Party promo packs. Check that out. I gotta send these over. All right, let's run this grubby. Let me go take a look and see what kind of Nova stuff we have too.
If not, Mr. Franklin got a lot in his prize wallet.
Oh yeah,
I can send you some things.
Send me some things to. I should just add y'all to. Let's do that. I'll.
We talked about that, but then I think we just both got busy.
Yeah,
life's busy, man.
It is tremendously, and it's just how it is.
Kitty, since you're water realm, what would your dream creature be for the water realm?
Dolphin. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, not dolphin. Gosh. Probably a big crab with big claws.
Big claws, okay.
Yep.
We have the back of crab. PFPs. We have big claws. We have that as an item.
Yeah. That'd be pretty cool. A platypus? What the hell, Lex?
I don't know that. Are they sea or are they
side duck?
Freshwater?
They're freshwater river.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
All right, here we go. 30 seconds on this. And then I don't know. Maybe keep hanging out. Keep chatting a bit.
I definitely need creature farms and
yeah. Jaws and I are so close, like literally super close to releasing Connect 3, which will be our API services and products for Web3 platform, and we're on the precipice of it. I remembered what it was, Jaws. It was something, and I did not write it down or tell you when I remembered, because I was working through it. But I will tell you. And I'm working on something also for Kitty and her drop. I actually added something kind of funny. Let me show you guys if I can get it. Let's fire up this.
What API services you guys gonna be offering?
Everything that you need, and cheaper and faster and better than what you currently have.
It will at the very least be cheaper and better.
What about faster?
and potentially everything on Wax is pretty optimal. This is what I keep telling TD. It's that promising faster is really difficult because Wax is so optimized at this point that like what the definition of faster is like where am I relative to your location. So like I could have super fast servers, but like if you're on the other side of the continent, then someone else's servers might be faster than ours. But they'll be as fast as what you have, or faster.
Okay.
Excellent. Yeah. Yeah, we definitely need to.
Is it shared? Is it dedicated?
Well, see, from the it's a software as a service, right? So you'll be gaining basically private access to what it is that you're paying for.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not that's shared or private is almost irrelevant, to be entirely honest. But
your price a mile is price per call, then, right? I'm assuming.
yes. Well, I mean, you get X number of requests depending on which package you start with, and then it's priced out per call after that.
Yeah. I don't know. I have this other guy. I already negotiated my guy down, my current one down quite a bit. And I have this other guy trying to come at me too, but because I've been waiting for TD's quote for about like 6 months now. When he
Get out of here, dude. You're out of your mind.
We have made you wait.
I need to get this cheaper, and I've been still waiting for that quote, guy.
Bro, I told you
it's going to be a live website as of like tomorrow, assuming TD gets it done tonight.
Yeah.
So then you won't need a quote anymore.
Yeah, I mean, we could show you right now. I mean, it's. Yeah, well, we can talk about it after. It has to be cheaper, dude. And if it's not, I'll be shocked.
And if it's not, the TD is doing this thing where he just offers to pay for it himself.
It depends on who. It depends on who they're going with, though. There's a contingency. Like, if in fact you are supporting domestic terrorism unknowingly, then I will have to insist to pay for it so that you can stop doing that. But yeah.
TD, what wallet do I need to send prizes to?
You can do. Hold on a second. Let me just do this now while we're talking about it. I can do it really quickly. But, I definitely offered another project to pay the first 3 months of their service to use us, basically.
Comax does that. Bluebook.com.
And I suppose one other benefit to like what our APIs are doing as well, and the costs to our. One thing that we're trying to do with Connect 3 is that your plans with Connect 3 are in theory available on any of the blockchains that we support. Coincidentally, that's Wax right now. In a month from now, it'll probably be significantly larger than that. But if you wanted to expand to another blockchain like Polygon, for example, that's something that we plan on supporting very soon. So your subscription basically with Connect 3 that you buy today would give you access to all of those at the exact same price. You wouldn't need to pay another fee to get Polygon as well.
Mm-hmm.
Do you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You'd be capped by like the same number of requests across all of the networks, but
that's clear.
What Franklin, what wallet are you sending it from? So I'm gonna whitelist the wallet here.
Prizes for Frank. PRIZES. The number 4. Frank.
Okay, and then so now you just have to remember to do one very specific thing. And right now, and then that might change also. And so, because y'all do split a pool with Warsaken, so I'll give you the option. I'll just explain how it works. So we have the Novo tickets, and if you wanted what you're sending to be specifically received via the Novo tickets, then you would put the number 2 in the memo. And if you wanted it just to go into like the general pool that all of the other like the NFT Gamer TV tickets pull from, you would put a 1. I would probably say do the 2, but
Okay.
it's dealer's choice on that. It just has to have one of those numbers in it. 'Cause if it
And
doesn't,
and the number 2 goes in the memo.
yes, correct. And it goes to ticket.nftg. As soon as I sign this.
Ticket.nftg.
Yeah. It's not signer. Nope. You're not an auth signer. Yeah.
User is not authorized.
Yeah. Sorry. That's what I'm doing right now. My bad.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, it has to go through a proxy so that
I got you.
we don't get a bunch of
I'll
trash.
click on the draw.
Yeah. Let me just log in with the correct account here. All right, this should be it here. Boom. Prizes for Frank is now in the list of approved accounts, so you should be good to go. And let's send out. Let's get some of these tickets minted, and I'll send them over to Prizes for Frank. And so we got Divine and Farmer. Farmer, man, did you see what Chris V did to you, bro? I can show you. He did you dirty, bro. Like hardcore. And confused Jack. He was like, I think one of the only ones to maybe notice what I was talking about. And then he went out and just murdered both of y'all. It was bad. I'll show you here in a second.
Frank, which is your favorite creature card that we have?
You know, I'm supposed to say it's the Light Realm Caprilu because that's where I'm from, but I really like the Taiwu from the Earth Realm.
Which rarity of it?
Either the legendary or the mythic. And no, I take that back. For some reason, that border that's around the Shadow Realm Rapisha for the legendary.
That's my favorite one, guy.
Black with the red around the edges of it.
Well, that's my favorite card by far.
Yeah, I like
that's
it.
That's tomorrow's banner. That's going to be up on the sites.
Yep, I've got. When you showed me that one, just the way that red and black stand out.
That one's sick. I like that one. I like the mythic Kriegox, the Space Realm one, and I like the Taiwu, and I also like the epic Kriegox too with the purple. And I like the Taiwu epic a lot.
Are we going to try to stream tomorrow and open packs?
I'm not buying any. I'm not going to redeem a Nova because I think it's going to sell out fast for the waitlist.
Well, you remember what we did with Chapter 2?
Yeah, but tomorrow is not the public launch. Tomorrow is the
Is we get in chat?
Money can open them. Yeah, we can do that.
I don't think
We
so.
got. Are you in chat? I can just fucking show
We
you.
can
how
do
to
that, Frank.
this.
I like that idea. It's a good idea.
How come you don't ask me what my favorite dinosaur is?
Because you have no idea what that. See,
It's
a
dinosaurs
pterodon.
dinosaurs we have. You You don't even know what district. You don't even know what realm you are, TD. And you have like 40 plots of land.
Yeah, I see. I look at his each day, and I'm just like, what a waste.
You should just give him to Kitteh. Kitteh would be kicking butt with that wallet.
She's got access to it. I don't know why she doesn't use it.
Kitteh, you should just transfer those NFTs to your wallet and just make a little empire.
So should I? Yeah,
Just transfer it to your wallet.
I'll just take over District 7.
Yeah, multi-account, whatever. Help the
access to
DAU
it.
do it. You gotta help the stats and Joe. You gotta help the stats for Joe for Noble Pangea. So this is a couple accounts. Go on.
TD, this thing does not want to transfer. It keeps telling me users not authorized.
Prizes for Frank. Let me
Yep.
double check.
I thought I saw you typing it in right.
Yeah, let me just look. Okay.
All right, if you typed it in wrong, guys, someone needs to go create the wallet right now and send TD a bunch of junk that he never wanted in his wallet to begin with. Do it.
I don't know if you can do it fast enough though. Could you? I remember the last time somebody sent me something that I didn't want, and I sent them something back, and that didn't work out so well. So, it didn't add you. Wonder why. Let's try this again. Maybe the number 4, right?
Yes, sir. Number 4.
It might be this stupid because Wax Blocks had a I'm just assuming I have to type the word true in here, Jaws, but on Blocks it had a toggle, so I didn't have to guess anything. I just toggled it to true. Is it taking this as a string and not a Boolean, but still saying that it went through? It's saying success.
I mean, go look at your tables. Is it in your table?
This is what it did the first time, and now it is. Yeah. Okay. Now it is. Yeah. Now try it.
Does anybody else hear an echo?
Say again.
Does anybody else hear an echo? Or is that just me?
Nope.
Sorry, what did you say?
Does anybody else hear an echo?
No, I don't.
No.
You're messing with me.
Yeah, I'm absolutely messing with you.
Yep, it worked that
I
time.
don't hear it.
Wait, so is that a note for echo? Am I just hearing
no
voices? Is this Shadow
It's
Realm
you.
whispers?
Yeah. You don't have a browser open? Like your YouTube?
Oh
No, we
shit!
don't
You know what?
hear you.
I gotta find the
Now you're muted.
IPFS hash. Damn it. All right, we'll give this 30 seconds, and I will get these tickets out as soon as I find the IPFS hash for the image.
Lex Luthor. Creatures is
Yeah,
perfect for
really?
you. Just to play the creature loop. It's so simple. You don't gotta do all the other stuff like you did the skill workers. Get your creature, send him to the wild. He comes back or she comes back, depending on which creature.
Can I automate? Can you? Are you
And
allowing
then they,
automation?
rest in the farm, and that's it.
Scavenge?
That's it. Just play with the creatures.
Can I write a script
Oh my
to have my guys go out and come back?
No, say no.
Serious question. Dead serious. Like, is that something that y'all allow, or is it a TOS thing?
I think he's
Hey,
ignoring you.
Travis.
Is he doesn't want to answer? Okay, that in
I
of
wonder
itself
if he
is an
can't
answer.
hear you.
No, just leave it at that. No news is good news.
You're right. He didn't say no, so
There you go.
Shit.
Mike, can you still hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you, but like there's like an
Oh.
echo. It's weird. I hear myself or somebody Kitty talk, and then like 10 seconds later, I hear that same thing Katie said. Oh man, there you go, mother offers. There it is.
What?
What?
I swear there's an echo somewhere.
I don't
Yeah,
hear
I
an
was
echo.
just
Does
checking.
anyone in stream hear echo?
Yeah, I was just checking my voice meter, but no.
No, maybe it's not. It's just like, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I got to figure this out because.
Yeah, we got it. I'm gonna ping this to you in Discord so that now I'll forever know where it's at.
If there's a question, are you watching the stream in another window? That happens sometimes.
Yeah, but it's muted there.
Don't have two open.
Is your house haunted?
That's it. Shadow Realm.
He has talked before about when I went up to his house last time. He wanted us to go looking around for a what do you call it, a frogger?
Yeah, my wife thinks we have froggers in the house.
A what?
A
The guy
frogger.
that jumps across the street?
No, froggers. Google froggers. Froggers are people who live in your house and you don't even know that's there. There's some actually movies about
Living
that.
in the walls and
Pretty good and
stuff.
creepy. Yeah, they live in the attics, walls and stuff.
Nah.
not aware.
There was a
There's been a
movie
few
about
scary
that
movies.
recently, and it was
Yeah,
so
there was-
scary.
Yeah, there was a
was
movie called
scary.
Frogger, I think, at one point as well,
Yeah.
or Frog or
Mhm.
something.
And you know, my wife thought it forever, and then our nanny went out of town. She came in to check to do something, and she's like, Mike, when I went to your house, I swear I saw a guy in your dining room in a velvet shirt. When I went inside, he wasn't there. I'm like, come on, and she's dead serious. So like now my wife is all my wife thought there was like froggers in here, and like I was checking the crawl spaces and behind the HVACs and everywhere. It's just like I see no signs of frogging. I don't know. Could be.
I heard this story recently. I'm pretty sure it was in Australia, and this lady was living in a house, and the landlord was actually living in a van outside. Like it was a set of units, and the landlord was living in the units outside of,
That's broke
Of
as
them.
fuck right there.
and
So
she
that's
was
what that is.
going into the house when they weren't home.
Yeah,
What?
dude.
Yeah, see,
He
that's
didn't have
creepy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
creepy as fuck.
That was the
eh?
only asset that he had.
my
Yeah,
God.
what else was he gonna do?
It's people.
Yeah.
Get your own
I never want to
house.
leave my house.
Exactly.
It is their house, but
Well, they
like
could've-
they're
there
renting
was
it
a
out.
point-
Like fuck.
In time
Yeah, that is
before
their
Yeah.
you would have made out real good here. You could have lived on my couch for you could have had the whole downstairs pretty much to yourself because I'd only come down
Mother
like,
froggers.
once or twice a day, if that. But now it's much tougher because I'm down here. All right, here we go. So I sent you over 20 tickets to prizes for Frank.
Perfect.
And I'm going to have to check the inventory, but I believe there's a bunch of stuff. And if not, I know a guy that's probably going to hit up that drop tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll
And
get
the
more
premium
stuff.
tickets, we're doing giving away 6 packs
Damn.
Wednesday with the premium dead draw
Nice.
tickets. So
Yeah, if you hold a premium dead draw ticket, we'll pull 6 mint numbers. You don't have to do anything but hold the ticket in your wallet. And if you pull your mint number, we will airdrop the pack to your wallet.
Nice. Did that thing?
My brother
that,
pulled one out of one of the NFTG tickets, and he's like, I don't even know what it's for. And I was like, oh, I'll have it. And I kept meaning to ask what it's for.
Mm.
Thanks, bro.
So I need farmer and two, one to divine and one to, or is it 2 to divine? I don't remember. I think it's just 1.
Divides one twice, I think, today.
Yeah. And I'm gonna find Farmer's Wallet. Who won this one? Probably Divine again. Oh, we're still going. Damn, I'm sorry. Whoops, my bad.
Yeah, if you close off the window, like don't have it going.
Good Buzz King go.
Yeah.
Oh, Buzz King, about your unskilled workers. If it's after the 14th shift, I see a question in chat. I mean, I Discord. If it's after the 14th shift, that card gets automatically burned because that's why it's an unskilled worker.
Mayor, 932.
It's a temporary employee. They're only there for so long and then they're gone.
TD, what does Uka mean? Oh. How did that work?
Oh, no. The 100K you're on. You should be getting them every day. You should be getting.
No. He redeemed 100K quick channel points.
Oh, and got a left green ticket.
Ticket stub, yeah, not an NFTG ticket.
Yeah, that was probably coincidental and more related to the first thing that I was talking about than anything else. Let's get that squared away with the rest of the mix it up stuff tonight or after this or whatever.
We will get that fixed.
Yeah.
All right. What is my list?
These are probably the sexiest tickets that we have. And I did them in 25 minutes because I didn't want to disappoint Franklin when I said that I'd have.
I heard
they're
that.
by far the best one. What did he say?
Is that a ticket with my picture on it?
Yeah, there you go.
I got my
close.
OGQ'd back when I dyed my beard. You know, see all the grays in there and the white hairs I'm getting. You know, I'm turning 40 next month, guy. Less than 30 days, I'm gonna be 40.
Hey, it's all downhill, bro.
I fucking know.
It's all downhill.
I fucking know.
It's take my word for it. I'm 5 years in, and it's been miserable.
I feel like my body's already like, you know,
yeah.
It's like on the check engine lights coming on. Actually, my doctor told me, he's like, make your check engine lights coming on. So you got, you know, eat better and exercise more. He's like, you're not like you're not broken yet, but your check engine lights on. Gotta take care of yourself. I'm like, oh man, I got stretching now. So now when I take a shower, I stretch. You know, while waking up.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Did you end up watching that video that I
no,
sent
not
to you?
yet. I totally forgot until I jumped on the stream.
Yeah, it's all good. We've watched it on stream a couple times actually. That's why I wouldn't play it again. And whenever it comes on, like it's one of those. Like if I'm listening to a YouTube rotation, I have to see. I have to watch it along with listening to it. It's one of those kinds. Joiner's killing it right now. Yep, you guys got it. All right. What other questions do you have for our guests this evening?
Nothing. They either know the answers.
Like I got none. I'll just hit them up whenever in messages.
Or they know when they have a question, they just jump in our Discord and they'll ask us and we'll get the answers. So either way, they will be answered.
Nice. How funny.
I was just sitting here thinking, we get this creatures release out of the way. I've got to come up with August challenges, August events.
I gotta keep an eye out for those. I need people.
We got a design of some college struggles.
Yeah.
Well, we got design for him and Brady just to go at it because they're just like the Yankees and Red Sox. They go at it, man. Them too.
All right, here I'll sneak peek this to you because I'm sure there's some people in the audience. So this is the little site that I put together for Kitty's drop, and so we have the posthumous list here, which so Chris V was in third. Farmer was in the lead with like 50. I think Farmer might know actually at this point because I think he picked up 2 more. But Chris V was at like 20, I think, and he went up by 40. I'd have to look at the numbers, but since I mentioned that Farmer was in the lead and Confused Jack was second, Chris V wasn't playing around, and he went in on it. So I had a little. So the next group is our Possumer. So we have Possumist, Possumer, right? 11 through 20, and then just Possum, right? But Jaws is in there. It makes me happy to see that.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Hey, Killer Pack's in there.
Yeah, then we have Potential.
There I am. I'm number 39. I'll wait behind Pop. I got past Pop.
Yeah, and then we have our Growlix.
And then Superist at 44. You got La Novo in here.
Yeah, dude.
You got La Novo in there, Kitty. I love it.
Yeah.
Novo's awesome.
I love it.
Yeah.
I was just about to do something that I was just reading in chat.
Yeah.
In Novo.
Word. So yeah, there will continue to be things added as time permits, and if there are any devs that want to contribute to Kitty's project, yeah. But I hopefully will be making all of this a lot easier on everybody here pretty soon. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, if you had 4 or less, you got the Growlix. You got the cursing. All right. Speaking of dev work, I'm gonna get back to it. Franklin, Creati, y'all are the best. Thank you for reaching out and coming on stream. We love having you, and you're welcome back whenever. Open invite never expires.
Appreciate it, man.
Funny about that.
And I love just talking about, like, you know, the chain in general and the space, because you always have you always know the cutting events more than me. I'm getting better though at being aware of what's going on outside of Novo.
And it's not even and to be honest with you, like I'm not out doing anything. Like I just happen to be like an intersection of information, and but there is one particular thing that I will be actually doing deep diving on, but for the most part, I don't research much. I'm certainly capable of it, but I don't. I think there was one other NFT related thing that I wanted to talk about today, but I don't remember what it was.
Hey,
so.
Whatever happened to that rap battle?
So that's funny that you bring that up, because I was just thinking about that earlier, because it passed, or it was supposed to be tomorrow, and I don't think it is. And so maybe we're shooting for. We got to get everybody committed on a date and time, and we'll do that on Tuesday. Kitty, can you put that in the notes for the Taco Tuesday? Our rap battle. It was supposed to be tomorrow, and yeah, I was thinking about it. It was earlier today with what I looked at my calendar, and I was like, "Fuck, it's supposed to be tomorrow." These guys are all like, "Oh," and there's another reason that I thought about it. I'll tell you. But these guys are like, "Oh, I'm ready to go," and I'm like, "Dude, you're not. If you're ready to go, then it's going to be garbage, because it's going to mean that you put no time or effort into it, and I'll be heavily critical of that, and your shit's going to be trash."
Who's the ones who are dragging their feet?
They're all going to point at me, I think, because
it's you.
No, so listen, I was the one who initially, they were like, "Oh yeah, we're ready to do it right now," and I said, and this was like July, and I was like, I just have too much to do right now. I can't dedicate any time to anything of that complexity right now. that's starting to free up though. So,
I'm ready.
yeah, are you joining us? Are you gonna?
What?
Are you?
I retired, guy. Stop me and Mike has stopped rapping.
Oh shit!
Stop me and Mike.
Yeah, I've.
Cadillac Creati.
Yeah.
After
it should be a lot of fun.
My friend played my song at Magic City, and then my other friend played at Strokers, and they're like, and they're both like, Mike, it's not it. Okay, there you go. I tried. At least you can say I tried.
Yeah.
I go back to coding.
Yeah, I think I might get myself canceled, but we'll see. I'll have some dope punchlines.
Nah, but you can't get canceled for that stuff.
Right, I know. It's like it's against the code, against the rules.
Yeah, it's like comedy, stand-up.
Right. Yeah.
Everybody getting canceled, there'll be no more comedy. It'll be just like, a political speech.
Right, man. There's some good ones out there. All right, Kitty, what do you have for the audience before we let them go?
Nothing but tell Nick I said hi.
Oh, damn.
I unbanned him. Because he was unbanned.
Say that again.
For some reason, so, there was someone that was banned from Novo, and I just unbanned them.
Nice.
I don't know why they were banned in chat for some reason.
I could tell you afterwards. I was told why I was banned. It was a big misunderstanding because of his screen name.
Well, it's all fixed now.
Yeah, that's actually his real name. So that's the thing. And, he's actually the guy. He's actually making Novo candles. So he's making a scent for each realm.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we talked about the scent of each realm, and then
I love candles.
You can get like a 6-pack of each realm scent. Because he's he got the finest PFP. If he wants to use the IP to help his small business, why not?
And the candles are premium candles too. Actually, I think all of us, Mike, me, and you, and
got for
a few others bought some, and they're they last forever.
Yeah, and he wore Novo Pangea Speedo on stream, so he's good.
Yeah.
He had the gold glitter Nova logo on his Speedo.
On his Speedo?
Yeah, he stood up, as his Speedo dance. He was doing a little dance, drinking some bourbon, so he was definitely dancing. But he had that Nova.
That sounds fun.
We call him Magic Nick now.
Magic Nick. Oh God.
Let's go.
Oh shit.
All right.
All right.
On that note, Jaws, anything for the audience?
No, I don't think so. I mean, Connect 3, look out for it. It'll be out in the next couple of days. I'm sure. No doubt. In my mind.
Undoubtedly.
That's for sure.
Yeah, Kitty's even going to help us with a promo video for it. She was telling me she was all excited to do that. And yeah.
Awesome.
Hang out on the everybody hang out on the post show. I'm gonna get these guys over to our forsaken friend, and y'all treat Miss Fly well, and
take her out for your hit list.
If she's on your hit list, take her out, and remember to be kind to your fellow human, because you never know what they're going through. Y'all take care.